Behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? He answered and said unto him, Why callest me good? There is only one, there is none good but one, that is God. But if thou enter into life, keep the commandments. Don't rob, don't steal, don't lie, don't abuse women, don't abuse children. Just do the opposite of what white people do, and you'll be fine. You'll make it into heaven, because they damn sure ain't. They got hell to pay. They got to pay for all this. Guess what? Just got away with it. Get over. Slavery's over. That was 140 years ago. Get over. Right? They got to pay. So y'all go ahead and have a nice day.
Y'all want to
bro? Real quick.
Hey, can you give me Deuteronomy 32 and 9? Can you grab Jeremiah 10 and 16? You
don't have to holiday for all that.
So we come out here week in and week out. We are not a hate group. A lot of you people try to say, you know, we hate. That's what we teach is hate. We come out here to teach our people love. How to show love. We showing you guys love by coming out here trying to teach you. Trying to show you how to get to the kingdom. That's love. Bring that out loud.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 9. For the Lord's portion is his people.
We are his people. We are the holy ones. Keep going.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
We are the lot of his inheritance. We have the heritage.
He found him in the desert land, and in the waste howling with wilderness. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 10. And he found him in the desert land, and in the waste howling with wilderness. And he led him about, and he instructed him. He kept him as the people of his eye, as the apple of his eye.
Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we are the apple of the Lord's eye. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to keep, and we refuse to keep them. We want to be drug dealers. We want to be homosexuals. We want to be lesbians, but we don't want to follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. We want to keep Christmas. We want to keep, what's this foolishness coming up? Easter.
Right.
I bet you a lot of you black people were in St. Patrick's Green yesterday, wasn't you? Looking like fools. We shouldn't be celebrating these things. We are our own people. We are separate. We are holy. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6 real quick.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people.
We are a holy people.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord chose who?
Hath chosen thee.
Go ahead.
To be a special people unto himself.
He chose us to be that special people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Read that one more time.
This is the book of
No,
Deuteronomy.
above all people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We are above all people that are upon the face of this earth. And that's what we come out here to teach our brothers and our sisters. But we teach hate. That's actually teaching love.
Right.
Read out.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and 16.
Bring it out.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We're not like them. The Israelites are not like Esau.
Right.
We are not like Moab.
Right.
We are not like the Ethiopians.
Right.
We are separate. We are holy. We are different. Read.
For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
We are the rod of that inheritance. We're going to read. We're not going to follow our ways.
Is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord is his name. Let me get Proverbs 11 and 30. We get Job 15.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 30. The fruit of the righteousness is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise.
So we come out to win these souls. Because we're speaking wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to our people.
That's right.
We're coming out here trying to give you the knowledge. And the knowledge is keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments.
The book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 8. Hast thou heard the secret of Yahweh? And dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself?
So we've heard the secrets of the Most High. We read diligently each and every day. So we have that wisdom to come out to bring our brothers and sisters back in.
Come on, this is the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 8. Hast thou heard the secret of Yahweh?
Have we heard the secrets?
And dost thou restrain wisdom to thyself?
But we keep it to ourselves? No, we come out here each and every weekend to teach our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who they are.
Right.
And that they need to come back, and that they need to repent,
Right.
and be born again,
Right.
and do things differently than what they do. And stop following after the white man, after Esau. And keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we out here to tell you. John 3 and 4. Let me get Leviticus 26 and 46.
This is the book of John, chapter 3, and verse.
So a lot of us don't know what sin is.
You
know what sin is?
From
Excuse me, do you know what sin is? How y'all doing? You guys know what sin is? Sin? What is sin?
What is what?
Sin. According to the Bible, sin.
You said sin. Like,
What is sin? Sin. Sin. So S-I-N, like sin.
Tell us what sin is, my brother.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth the law. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So what we just heard was sin is the transgression of the law. So when we go to church, a lot of times our pastors tell us, you don't have to keep the law. Free will, right? The law is done away with. You don't have to do what the Lord tells you to do, right? But sin is the keeping of the law. If you sin, you're not keeping the law, right? And the Lord just said, you have to not sin, right? Don't sin. We shouldn't what? We shouldn't eat pork. We shouldn't shave our beards. As men, we shouldn't shave our beards. As women, we should dress modest. We should wear dresses. That's what the law of the Lord. These are the things that's in the Bible. But yet our pastors continue to tell us that we don't have to keep the law. But what is sin? Sin is the breaking of the law, right? So each and every day we walk this earth and we're in sin. And sin is what? Let me get sin. Sin is the cause of death. So when we sin, that's bringing death upon us, right? So we need to listen to the Lord for us to live, for us to make it to the kingdom, right? How do we get to the kingdom of heaven? How do we get to the kingdom of heaven? How are we going to make it to that next life? By keeping the commandments, right? And we're going to bring that out too.
I got that. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Verse 14. God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be. We can't get away from this.
It's the book of Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
So when we break the law, what's going to happen? That's our judgment. Death is our judgment for breaking the law, not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Let me get Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1. Read down to 2. So we have to keep the laws and statutes. Yeah, we want to, a lot of times we do these things that we follow after the other nations that we shouldn't follow after. Right? We have our own heritage. We have our own things that we should do. Right? So today is the Sabbath day. Right? So should we be buying? Should we be selling? A lot of these places should be shut down. Today is the Lord's day, right? So we come out because we with the other nations. Basically, what we see on TV and things like that. Friday, Saturday is what? What time is it? Well, it's time to get down. It's time to go out. It's time to party. It's time to drink. It's time to hang out. Find whatever girls. Find whatever men. This is not pointing you guys. It's a majority of us, right? So the Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments, which is today is the Sabbath. We shouldn't be out. We shouldn't be buying. We shouldn't be selling. We should be congregating with our brothers, teaching the word to our people, letting our people know who they are, where they come from, what their heritage is. Right?
Book of Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear ye children the instruction of a father,
Hear the instructions.
and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law.
The doctrine is the law. The good doctrine is the law, right? Let me get Leviticus.
I got it.
We're gonna bring out a little bit of the couple of curses, a couple of laws that we should keep that a lot of our people don't keep, right? And we have to teach all our people. We're not just out here for you. We're not just out here for them. We're out here for every last Israelite, every last black, so-called black Native American, so-called Hispanic.
I got a quick four verses. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instructions of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and a chain unto thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent not.
So basically, it's saying the same thing that he just read about following the instructions of the Lord, right? So here's an instruction from the Lord.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and is cloven footed, ye shall not chew of, yet he not chew of the cud, he is unclean to you.
So the pig, so the swine is unclean to you. Read it again one more time.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof,
The swine is pork, right?
And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of this flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch.
So you can't eat it, you can't touch it, right? So a lot of our people, we love that stuff, right? So a lot of people love the bacon, they love the pork rinds and things like that, right? We used to eat it too. I used to eat it, and once we started learning the laws and the statutes and commandments, you have to come out of certain things like that, right? One more.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man.
What pertains to a man that women wear nowadays? Nothing pertains to a man.
I mean, like you said, what do you wear
that pertains to a man?
Not the desire. What are those on your body? Those blue things.
Jeans.
Right. Pants.
Read it again from the top.
And the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Go ahead.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Can you wear a dress? Alright.
Men wear dresses?
It's telling you that we shouldn't do these things. It's telling you that a woman shouldn't wear pants, right? That's a man's garment, right? And a man shouldn't wear a dress. Right?
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord.
Abomination, that's not good, right? So So when we do things in that order, it's an abomination to the Lord. So we wear pants. It took a long time for my wife to come stop wearing pants. Now she wears dresses. It takes time, but we have to make haste in order to make it to the kingdom.
I thought the Lord not supposed to judge though.
Say it again.
I thought the Lord, God.
He is the judge.
He's the number one judge.
I thought it was come at you hard, right?
And that's where that's the first thing I just say, right? Our pastors and our preachers have told us these things that we shouldn't do, but we think that it's okay to do. That's why we come out here to teach our people, bring that out outside.
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. And like manner also, the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety.
So what the Lord tell them to do?
Adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and modesty and sobriety.
Yeah, you can't hear these things in the church, right? And that is the New Testament, correct?
That's the New Testament.
So-called New Testament that they try to bring. Old Testament is what? Done away with. That's what they always say. Old Testament is done away with. But we just read in the New Testament that what? Our women should what?
Dressed in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety.
Right?
So you said the Lord, the pastor told you the Lord can't judge you. You shouldn't judge you. Right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether if it be good or whether it be evil. So God is the judge. He's the one that's going to either save your life or put you to death.
And the wages of sin?
What's the wages of sin?
Alright. We just brought out some laws for you, brother. So you guys got to go.
And the next time somebody say you can't judge, tell them don't ever go to court. Somebody's judging somebody.
One more on your way out. One more on your way out. This is the book say, open thy mouth and judge righteously,